Okay, here with Welling manager Jamie Day after a 1-0 victory over Basingstoke Town. Jamie, that's 10 in a row now, but of those 10, was that the luckiest win we've had?
Yeah, I think we was a little bit lucky today. I think it showed we haven't played for 2 weeks. You know, and first half it was difficult. There was a wind, you know, going against it, and we're going up a slight slope, so we knew it was going to be difficult first half, and we've great save from Motti, and then broke down the other end and got a goal. So, and then I felt we sort of dug in the first half, and it was a workmanlike performance without any real quality from us today. I mean, we still had 2 or 3 good chances. Clark's had a couple of good chances, but you know, I think you can look at the whole game. You'd say we got a little bit lucky.
Looking at the pitch, I think Basingstoke ground staff did really well to get the pitch on, but it doesn't look like a passing pitch. How was it to play on it?
Yeah, it's the same for both teams. You know, they've got some players that want to pass and play. I mean, it wasn't great conditions, and fair play for the staff for getting it on. You know, they've done fantastically well. But it obviously had an effect on the game. And like I say, we didn't pass it as well as we can do, and that was probably one of the reasons why. But again, you know, give credit to Basingstoke that they've put in a good performance, and like we said, a little bit unlucky that we've come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, so as you say, first half, turning point, great save from Sam Mott. Lafayette's come up the other end. He missed one earlier just before that. Yeah. He didn't let it phase him, and he stuck it away.
Yeah, obviously, you know, Ross had a good chance before that and should have scored. But like you say, great save from Motti, and shows why he's been picked for the England squad. You know, whilst he was under a bit of pressure, he didn't have an awful amount to do, but when called upon, pulls off a great save. And then, like I say, we counter-attacked really quickly, and Ross has not let that affect him in great finish, and obviously pleased to go 1 up.
After that, obviously Basingstoke were slightly on top. What do you put that down to? Is that just them being the home side?
Well, I mean, yeah, I think you've got to take into it that we're coming away from home. It's not a great pitch, you know, a team that's won 3 on the bounce, full of confidence. We haven't played for 2 weeks, so there's a lot of factors going against us. You know, and we've come in and dug in. You know, like I say, we've not put in a performance where we'd like to, but you know, good teams come to places like this, don't play well and get a result. So we've done that today, so pat on the back for the boys, but we know there's a lot to work on and things that we need to cut out if we want to progress. Yeah,
and as I say, in the second half, a lot of aerial bombardment from Basingstoke. Looked like we'd weathered it, and then just gave away a silly penalty.
Yeah, it's like you say, we weathered it for most of the game. And like we said, them little bits there that we've not dealt with the free kick well enough. You know, we've turned our back on the ball, we've not switched on, and another day that can cost us, and we've got away with it today. But again, that's something we need to work at and take to the training ground, you know, Monday, to take into Tuesday's game.
Do you think this is a bit of a learning curve, that teams are going to press us high, they're going to be in our faces, and we're going to have to expect this for the rest of the
position we're in, and teams are going to want to beat the teams at the top. You know, it's a close league this year from the teams in the bottom half to mid-table. It's 2 or 3 points between them all, so a couple of wins either way, and you push yourselves in the playoffs, and we're in a good position, so teams want to beat us. You know, and they're a good side. You know, they're probably in a false position. They've got the same squad basically from last year with, you know, 1 or 2 additions, and they was in the playoffs last year. So they're a good side, and it's always a hard place to come. And from our point of view, we've got 3 points, which is the most pleasing thing. But we know there's things that we need to work on.
So obviously, as you say, we've had a lot of games postponed over the last 2 weeks. How have the squad coped with that?
Well, it's been difficult because we've not trained as much as we would have liked. But that's probably the same for every team in the league. You know, it's not an excuse, but we haven't been able to work on certain things that maybe was a little bit rusty with today. So, you know, we've blown the cobwebs out, and we'll train Monday and hopefully, you know, be a little bit sharp on Tuesday.
Yep, and as you say, Salisbury in that time have built up a little lead. They didn't play today, got 3 points back on us, on them, should I say. How have you seen? Has that been a frustration for yourself?
Well, I think fair play to Salisbury because they've got the games on, you know, and I'd rather have the points on the board than be chasing. So. They've done it the right way. They've tried to get games on, they've got the points. So now it's for us, with the games that we've got in hand, we've got to catch up and try and get that 9 points down. Obviously we've got it down to 6 now. It's a big ask, but you know, hopefully if we can keep on this run, we've got a lot of games coming up, and hopefully it might work in our favour that we can keep picking up some more wins and try and catch them up.
As you say, you've got a lot of games coming up. How do you rotate the squad? Are you looking to bring anyone in to utilise them?
Well, unless Piggy's going to give us more money, I think we'll have to work with the 16 that we've got. Obviously Curtis has got a deep cut on his knee, so that could be another one that we need to look at. Jake's another 10 days away, so you know the squad's getting a little bit thin, but I think we need to rotate around over the next month or so, and we fully trust the players that we've got at the minute, and everyone, you know, like we said at the start of the game, everyone's going to have to come in and play their part. You know, whether they've played 10 games, 20 games, you know, it's going to be crucial now that we rotate the squad round and everyone's used and everyone keeps himself sharp and fit.
So obviously it looks like the likes of, say, Ryan Flack, who's out on loan, might get an opportunity should that arise.
Yeah, I mean, so we've got some good young lads. They've got some experience, you know, playing in the Roman 1 and Roman Premier. So we've done that for a reason, and that could, like you say, be the option that we use if we're down to sort of 13 and 14 and even 15. You know, we want a full bench. We've got some good young kids, so we're not afraid to use them.
Since we last spoke, we had some bad news about Conor McLaren, who's got a bad knee injury. Just some words on Conor.
Yeah, obviously we're really disappointed for Conor. He's done his ACL, which obviously the same as Louis Cumbers. You know, he'd come in and played really well for us, and obviously disappointed to lose him. You know, he's a great player and a good player to have around the squad as well. So we'll do what we can to get him back, but it's going to be a long process. And again, you know, one like Louis will probably have to assess in the summer and hopefully get him back fit then.
Sam Mott won man of the match today for the Wings and also got called up to England C. Some words on Sam?
Yeah, obviously delighted for Sam. You know, it's a massive achievement to get picked for your country at any level, and Sam's done exceptionally well over the last 2 months, and like we said, showed today, you know, what he's capable of doing when called upon. So really pleased for him. He now knows he can't rest on that, and he's got to kick on. And I'm confident he will. Was there some slight frustration in the date for the England game, and obviously us arranging with Bournemouth on the same day? Yeah, I mean, obviously it's not ideal, but that's why we've got JT. You know, he's a fantastic keeper. Keeps Motty on his toes. You know, helps Motty in training. Obviously, with Stays coaching him. So yeah, it's not great, but I think if you get a chance to represent your country, you know, for me, they need to go and play, and we've got JT there, who's more than capable of doing the job. First of many Tuesday night games come up on Tuesday. Long trip down to Bath City. What's your thoughts? Yeah, it's going to be very difficult. I think there's a bit of rain forecast for Bath, so no doubt the pitch will be similar to what we've got tonight. And you know, there could be 4 or 5 games this month that are going to be like that. And hopefully we've got to try and graft it out and be on the right side of the 3 points. Thanks for your time, Jamie. Well done.